Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, Al.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I will start first. On this occasion, I will discuss the history of Indonesian independence. Indonesia independence is known as a national tragedy that desperately needs struggle. The meaning is very big for the people of Indonesia at the expense of the heroes who fought. By remembering these historical events, our sense of nationalism towards the Indonesian nation will increase. There are so many events that give the background to the story of Indonesian independence. At least in the period 1945, the Indonesian nation reached the peak of its struggle for independence. The history of the struggle for Indonesia independence began with colonialism by the Portuguese. After the success of this nation in colonizing Indonesia, several other European nations were also encouraged to colonize Indonesia with the aim of making a profit. After struggling against the colonialism of the two nations, then came the struggle to fight against Dutch colonialism in 1602. The Dutch succeeded in stabilizing the VOC with the aim of controlling the Indonesia spice market. The Dutch managed to colonize Indonesia for about 3.5 years. Then the Japanese came to replace the Dutch colonialism with an agreement that the Dutch surrendered unconditionally to Japan. At first, their arrival received a good reception from Indonesia, but in reality, they treated Indonesia the same as the Dutch. The struggle for Indonesian independence until the formation of PPUPKI by Japan. This agency was formed with the aim of preparing effort in order to achieve the independence of the Indonesia state. However, before long, the agency was replaced by PPKI as the Preparatory Committee for Indonesia Independence. Important events in the history of Indonesia independence. The history of the struggle for Indonesia independence is certainly not obtained easily. Many important events have become the history of Indonesia independence. In other words, perhaps Indonesian independence would not have been safe had some of these events not occurred. The following are some of the important events that occurred up to the occurrence of Indonesia independence. First, Japanese surrender to the Allies. After the Japanese occupation of Indonesia, they finally surrendered to the Allies after the Nagasaki and Hiroshima bombs. Precisely on August 6, 1945, for the city of Hiroshima, and on August 9, 1945 for the city of Nagasaki. More than 1,400 local residents were victims of the bomb explosion. After this incident, news circulated about information about the Japanese government that would soon grant independence to Indonesia. Indonesia history, the content of the information is that Indonesia independence can be done by reading the text of the proclamation on August 24, 1945, which will be assigned to members of PPKI. 2. The Rengas Dengklok incident. The news that Japan had surrendered to the Allies made several members of the young group, namely Sultan Syahrir, Khairul Saleh, Darwis, and Wikana, urged the old groups to immediately declare independence. However, the main figures of the old group, namely Sukarno and Mohatta, did not agree with this. They considered that the sudden decision-making in the proclamation of independence will cause bloodshed between Japanese power which had not been fully taken over by Indonesia. This debate led to the Rengas Dengklok incident. Considering the pros and cons between the young and the old, a decision was finally taken. On August 15, 1945, the young groups brought Sukarno and Mohatta to Rengas Dengklok. They aimed to secure them from Japanese influence, so that the proclamation of Indonesia independence can be carried out immediately. 3. Formulation of the text of the Proclamation of Independence. Perhaps this is the part of the important milestone in the story of Indonesia independence. With the Rengas Dengklok incident, finally Sukarno and Mohatta was moved to immediately proclaim independence. By holding a meeting to formulate the text of the proclamation at the house of Admiral Maeda on August 16, 1945, it was attended by several members of the youth group. As the head of the Japanese Naval Liaison Office, Admiral Maeda House was considered to be the safest place to carry out the formulation of the proclamation text. Because Laksamana Maeda was a good friend of Ahmad Subarjo, who was a member of the old class in the formulation of the text of the Proclamation of Indonesia Independence. 4. Text of the Proclamation of Independence. After meeting held by Sukarno, Mohatta, and Ahmad Subarjo, a handwritten text of the proclamation by Sukarno was compiled. Having been approved by members of the old and young groups and undergoing several changes, Sukarno finally signed the text in the presence of all parties who came witness. 5. Reading the text of the Proclamation of Indonesia. This date is the most historic day for the Indonesian people. Indonesia independence was marked by the reading of the text of the proclamation by Soekarno-Hatta on August 17, 1945. It was attended by leaders of the independence movement and all Indonesia people who wanted to witness the fruits of the struggle of heroes and important figures for Indonesia independence. The reading ceremony of the text of the proclamation went very smoothly, taking place at Soekarno residence on Pegangsaan Timur Street number 56. Several events had been arranged for Indonesia Independence Dance, such as the raising of the red and white flag, and several remarks by the mayor at the time, namely Suwiryo and Dr. Muwardi. That day is the most important day and is the story of Indonesia independence that is remembered most by all Indonesia people. With the spread of the news of Indonesia independence to several regions to foreign countries, it made Indonesia truly independent and free from the shackles of the invaders. I think enough. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Be continue by Rahayu or Sinta, maybe.
Okay. Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I will describe six new technology trends in 2021. Current technology is developing very fast, allowing change and more progress, causing and the rate of the change to accelerate until finally it becomes exponential. That's mean one must stay abreast of a new technological trends so as not to be crushed by development. Entering 2021, technology remains a mainstay in everything. Here are the top six new technology trends for 2021. One, artificial intelligence (AI) and machine learning. artificial intelligence (AI) or machine learning has made a lot of buzz in the last decade. AI remains one of the newer technological trends because of its profound effect on the way we live, work, and play only in its early stage. AI is already recognized for its excellence in image and speech recognition, navigation aplikasi, uh, smartphone personal assistant, vehicle sharing application, and more. In addition, AI will be further as to analyze interaction to determine underlying connection and insight to help predict demand for service such as hospital and others. That function is important because it supports those who make better decisions about resort as and for analyzing changing customer behavior patterns by analysis the data in the near future. The AI market will grow to 190 billions dollars industry by 2025, with global spending on the cognitive system and AI reaching more than 57 billions dollars by 2021. With AI expanding into various sectors, new jobs will be created in the development, programming, testing, support, and machine and maintenance, to name a few. Machine learning is part of AI, also applied across all types of industry, creating a high demand for skilled professionals. For a start, practical AI, machine learning, and automation will create 9% of the new job in the US by 2025. Jobs include robot monitoring professional, data science, automatization specialist, and content creator, making it other new technology trend. Second, robotic process automation (RPA). Like AI and machine learning, robot process automation (RPA) in another technology and automate work. RPA is used as software that automate business process such as interpreting application, processing transaction, handling data, and even reply to email. RPA automatic command repetitive tasks that people do. Although for start, research estimate the RPR automation will hit the livelihood of 200 three, 230 millions or more knowledge workers, or about 9% of the global workforce. RPA is also creating new jobs while changing existing jobs. McKinsey found that less than 5% of jobs can be fully automatic, but about 60% can be partially automated. For any IT professional looking to the future and trying to understand new technology trends, RPA offers many career opportunities, including developers, project managers, business analysis, solution architect, and consultant. 3. Edge computing. Edge computing is previously become mainstream cloud computing with major players AWS, Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform dominating the market. Cloud computing adoption is still growing as more and more businesses migrate to the cloud solution, but that is no longer and growing technology trend. What needs to be considered in a new technology trends, namely edge computing? As the number of the organization faking continues to increase, they are aware to the shortcoming of cloud computing in some situation. Edge computing is designed to help solve some of their problem as a way to bypass the latency caused by cloud computing and get the data to the center of processing. It can be on the edge or it can be closer to where the computation need to be done. For this reason, edge computing and be used to progress time sensitive data in remote location with limited or the connectivity to a center location. In this situation, edge computing can act like a mini data center. Edge computing will increase along with increasing use of Internet of Things (IoT) device. By 2022, the global edge computing market is expected to reach 672 billion dollar, and this new technology trend is only meant to grow and nothing less to create a variety of the job, especially for server engineering. For quantum computing, the next emerging technological trend is quantum computing, which is a form of computing that makes use of computing phenomena such as superposition and quantum entanglement. This extraordinary technological trend is also involved in presenting the speed of the coronavirus and in the developing a potential vaccines, thanks to be its ability to question, monitor, analysis, and act to data with ease, whatever and the source. Other areas in which quantum computing find application are banking and finance. For managing credit risk, for high frequency trading and fraud detection. Quantum computers are not many times faster than ordinary computers, and big brands like Splunk, Honeywell, Microsoft, AWS, Google, and many others are now involved in making innovation in the field of quantum computing. Revenue for the global quantum computing market is projected to extend to $5 billion by 2029. And to make a mark in the new trending technology requires experience with quantum machine learning, algebra, probability, information theory, and machine learning. 5. Virtual reality and augmented reality. The next amazing technology trend, the virtual reality (VR) and augmented reality (AR) and extendedly VR immer used in an environment while AR enhances their environment. Although, this technology trend has been very used for gaming so far, it is also aimed for training, as is virtual ship and simulation software used to train captain of as Navy, Army, and Coast Guard ship. By 2021, we can expect this form the technology to be further integrated into our lives. Usually, working in conjunction with some of the other new technology we have listening on this list, ER and VR have enormous potential in training, entertainment, education, market, and even rehabilitation after injury. That potential cloud, for example, be used to train doctors to perform a surgery, offer a museum visitor a deeper experience, expand their park, or even improve marketing. 6. 5G technology. The next technology trend that is following is 5G. Purposely, 3G and 4G technology allow us to surf the internet, use database service, increase bandwidth for streaming on Spotify or YouTube, and much more. With a 5G service, it is hope that it can revolution our lives by enable service that rely on advanced technology as R and VR, along with cloud-based gaming service such as Google Stadia, NVIDIA, GeForce Now, and many more. 5G technology is also expected to be used in vectors, HD camera that help improve safety and traffic management, smart control, as well as smart retail. Okay, I think that's enough. Thank you for your attention. Next, Rahayu.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, I want to tell you about
Good
Linux.
morning.
What is Linux? Just like Windows, iOS, and macOS, Linux is an operating system. In fact, one of the most popular platforms on the planet, Android is powered by the Linux operating system. An operating system is software that manages all of the hardware resources associated with your desktop or laptop. To put it simple, the operation system manages the communication between your software and your hardware. Without the operating system (OS), the software will not yet function. The Linux operation system comprises several different pieces. 1. Bootloader. Bootloader, the software that manages the boot process of your computer. For most users, this will simply be a splash screen that pop up and eventually goes away to boot into the operation system. 2. Kernel. This is the one piece of the whole that is actually called Linux. The kernel is the core of the system and manages the CPU, memory, and the peripheral device. The kernel is the lowest level of the OS. Init system is a subsystem that describes process and is shared across one of the most. It is system in system which also happens to be one of the most controversial. It it is the init system that manages the boot process. Once of the initial booting is handed over from the bootloader. 4. Daemons. There are background service, printing, sound scheduling done that either start up during boot or after you log into the desktop. 5. Graphical server. This is the subsystem that displays the graphic on your monitor. It is commonly referred to as the X server or just X. 6. Desktop environment. This is space that the users actually interact with. There are many desktop environments to, to choose from: Genome, Cinnamon, Math, Pantone, and Enlightenment, KDE, XFCE, dan each desktop environment includes built-in applications such as file manager, configuration tools, web. 7. Application. Desktop environments do not offer the full array of apps, just like Windows and macOS. Linux offers thousands upon thousands of high-quality software titles that can be easily found and installed. Most modern Linux distributions, more on this below, include app store like tools that centralize and simply of application installation. For example, Ubuntu Linux has the Ubuntu Software Center, which allow you quickly search among the thousands of apps and install them from one central location. Why use Linux? This is one question the most people ask. I will pose another question. Does the operating system your current usually really work just fine, or do you find yourself getting obstacles like virus, malware, slowdown, crash, costly repairs, and leasing fees? If you struggle with the above, Linux might be the perfect platform for you. Linux has evolved into one of the most reliable computer and ecosystem on the planet. Combine that reliability with zero cost of entry and you have the perfect solution for a desktop platform. You can install Linux on as many computers as you like without paying a cent for software or server licensing. Open source. Linux is also distributed under an open source license. Open source follow the key tenets: the freedom to run the program for any purpose, the freedom for study how to program works and change it to make it do what you wish, the freedom to redistribute copies so you can help your neighbor, the freedom to distribute copies of your modified version to others. These approaches are crucial to understanding the community that works together to create the Linux platform. What is distribution? Linux has a number of different versions to suit and type of user. From new user to hardcore users, you will find a flavor of Linux to match your needs. These versions are called distribution or in the start from distros. Nearly every distribution of Linux can be downloaded for free, burn onto disks, and installed. Popular Linux distributions include Linux Mint, Manjaro, Debian, Ubuntu, Antergos, Solus, Fedora, Elementary OS, OpenSUSE. Each distribution has a different tech on the desktop. Some opt a very modern user interface, whereas others stick with a more traditional desktop environment. You can check up the top distribution of the distros and don't think the server has been left behind. For this arena, you can turn to Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Ubuntu servers, CentOS, SUSE Enterprise Linux. Which is distribution is right for you? Which is distribution you use will depend on the answer to three simple questions. How skilled of a computer user are you? Do you prefer a modern or standard desktop interface, server or desktop? If you are computer skill of very basic, you will all want to stick with a newbie-friendly distribution such as Linux Mint. If your skill set extends into the above average range, you could go with a distribution like Debian or Fedora. If, however, you've pretty much mastered the craft of computer and system administration, use a distribution like Gentoo. If you really want a challenge, you can build very own Linux distribution with the help of Linux from scratch. If you are looking for server-only distribution, you will also want to decide if you need desktop interface or if you want to do this via command line only. The Ubuntu server does not uninstall a GUI interface. This means to things your server won't debug downloading graphic and you'll need to have a solid understanding of the Linux command line. However, you can install a GUI package on top of the Ubuntu server with a single command like a sudo apt-get install Ubuntu desktop. System administration will also want to view a distribution with regards to features. Do you want a server-specific distribution that will offer you out of the box everything you need for your server? If so, CentOS might be the best choice. Or do you want to take desktop distribution and the and add the pieces as you need them. If so, Debian or Ubuntu Linux might serve you well. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you. Let's just end the meeting this time. See you next time.
See you.
See you.